Alzheimer's is a disease that affects the brain. It is a disease that can be sporadic or passed down by family. It usually shows up in people who are 85 years or older. It causes the victim to lose intellectual abilities and memories. This is known as dementia. Soluble amyloid beta oligomers, also known as beta oligomeric ligands or ADDLs, are the ligands that initiate the signal transduction pathway for the brain's function in memorization. They are known for being strong inhibitors for the hippocampus. This is because paracrine signal transduction pathway takes place in the neuron cell, where signals are transferred between other neuron cells. N-methyl-D-aspartate, or NMDA, is the receptor for the beta oligomeric ligands. It's found in the synapse of the neuron cell, the gap between neuron cells where impulses are made between each other. Once the receptor is activated by a ligand, transduction allows for kinase with phosphate groups to use its ATP to activate an ion channel for cations. The response of the signal transduction pathway happens when the ion channel actively allows the cations to pass between neuron cells into each other when given energy. This allows the neuron cells to send electrical signals down its axons. It's also involved in memory formation, metabolism, and cell growth. Alzheimer's occurs when a different part of the neuron cell makes a mistake, which then interferes and disrupts the beta oligomeric signal transduction pathway for signaling between neurons. The amyloid precursor protein, APP, is a protein that helps the neuron grow and repair itself. Once it's used, however, it gets cut off. It is then replaced with a recycled piece. The cut is made by an alpha or gamma secretase. They make sure to cut a specific part to allow the piece to dissolve away from the cell. A mistake, however, can occur with a beta secretase, which cuts off a part of the APP that is not soluble with gamma secretase. Over time, these insoluble pieces of APP, which are now called amyloid beta, clump and clog the synapse, which disrupts the signaling and transport between neuron cells. The cluster of amyloid beta is called plaque. This means the NMDA receptors can't respond to the ligands since they are blocked off by the plaque of amyloid beta. While not completely understood, it's thought that the kinases still waiting inside the cell for orders may accidentally kill the cell due to them having their phosphate groups next to the cell's microtubules, which are pathways that allow for nutrients to be taken throughout the cell with the help of a protein called tau. Tau is spread across the microtubules to hold up its structure. While the kinases await for their command to give energy to the ion channels, they may end up near the microtubules after a while, which then causes the trouble. When the kinases phosphate groups get near the microtubules, it attracts and rips out the tau, destroying the structure and preventing nutrients from traveling where it needs to be in the cell. The disruption of signaling between neuron cells can lead to brain impairment, apoptosis, which is cell death, and atrophy when the brain shrinks. Some more symptoms that happen to the victim include disorientation, loss of motor skills and language, and both short-term and long-term memory loss.